are you? What's up, guys? My name is Lulu, and these are my books. Today, I'm going to be exposing myself. This is going to be a very interesting kind of video because I'm going to be talking about specifically all of the series that I have not finished in the maybe almost 10 years that I have been reading. Like, seriously, all of the series that I have not finished, all of the series that I have possibly DNF'd, all of the series that I just haven't been able to get around to finishing. I'm going to talk about every single one of them. I'm so upset because I made a list and I didn't think it was that many, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot more than you think. And this is honestly kind of embarrassing because, like, I read a lot. I read so much, but actively I cannot seem to finish these series. And it's like the mental gymnastics. I was like, how do I have this much? How do I procrastinate this much? I don't get it. Let's get started, shall we? Let's start from the top. This is the most obvious because I'm reading it right now. But the Rook and Rose trilogy by M.A. Carrick. It starts with The Mask of Mirrors, goes into The Liar's Knot, and ends with The Labyrinth's Heart. With Labyrinth's Heart. It's not The Labyrinth's Heart, it's Labyrinth's Heart. But I'm reading The Liar's Knot right now. I'm not even like maybe 15% through the book. So, like, I got a while to go. It's specifically 630 pages. Like, exactly 630 pages of substantial writing in here. So, and it took me about 2 months to get through The Mask of Mirrors. So, let's see. What is our what's going to be our next victim? The Shatter Me series by Tahereh Mafi. So, let's see. I read Shatter Me. I loved Shatter Me, actually. This book was so fast-paced. I remember it being like one thing after the other, and now it's like a horse. It's like But anyways, I read this book. I actually really liked it. Really liked it. But the minute I got to Unravel Me, the minute I got to Unravel Me, I just kind of couldn't do it because this book ends on a very positive note and Unravel Me starts on a very negative note, and like it doesn't really make much sense to me. It didn't really make much sense to me, and I just couldn't continue with it. Honestly, I didn't feel why all of this had to happen, really. I just didn't understand it, really. I really didn't. So, like, I stopped reading it, and I never went back to it. It's been, I think, maybe almost 5 years since I read the Shatter Me series. So if I ever wanted to reread it, I would have to buy the rest of the books and start from the beginning. But that's not really much of a deal, honestly, because I only read the first book. I only ever read the first book, so I'd have to restart the entire series anyway, so it's not really that much of a loss, but you know. Oh god. Witches Steeped in Gold. This duology. I started this book. I really did. I started it. I was reading it at work, actually. Like, because I picked up this, this was one of the books that I picked up before work one of those days. I went to Barnes & Noble. I was a little early, so I went to Barnes & Noble and I picked up this duology in the hardback editions because they recently came out in paperback, actually. And I think I got to like no. See, where I got to like the chapter before the second part, and then I stopped. I don't know why. I just did. But here's something that's going to be very interesting for me. This book is 533 pages, and Empress Crowned in Gold, which is the final book in the series. Do you see how thick this book is 752. So there is a significant difference in how long these books are, and it is going to take me for fucking ever. I already know it. But honestly, I'm really excited because I haven't read something like this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Children of Blood and Bone thing. Also, have you guys seen the cover for the third book in the Children of Blood and Bone series? Like, have you seen this? It's actually fucking amazing. I'm like, it's actually kind of making me want to read the series. Like, that's just, like, that's a bad thing too, because I'm so behind. But like, I can't, okay. All right. Anyways. Oh, and also this technically isn't a series, but it's like an anthology kind of thing. House of Salt and Sorrows. It's followed by House of Roots and Ruin. I haven't finished this book. And honestly, I probably need to, because I probably got like maybe halfway through and then I stopped reading it. And this is one of those books where I just stopped reading and I have no idea why I stopped reading it. I really don't. It just one of these doesn't count because okay. So I started Belladonna, but I haven't finished it yet. I'm literally, it's a pitiful way that I'm through, but literally I can't be flagged for not finishing the series because Foxglove hasn't come out yet. But something that I am really excited for within Foxglove is that the hardcover is also going to be pretty like Belladonna, so. All right, next. Let's go with this shelf because he's been watching over me and he's been judging me so hard. Okay. All right. Oh God. I never even. Okay, I'm skipping around. This is chaotic. This is a mess. I don't like it. Malice, which is the first book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. It's a 4-book series. So I started Malice. Actually, I started it a while ago. I don't remember how far I got. I really don't. I know I started it when I picked it up, but I don't remember how far I got into it. And then I never went back. I don't know why. It was really good. It's really good. It's really good. But like, I don't know why I never went back. This is going to be, I can't be making promises. I really can't. I can't be making promises that this is going to be the next thing I read because I've already decided to read The Diviners next after I finish the Rook and Rose trilogy. I've already promised myself that. The Lycanis trilogy by James Islington. So I started A Shadow of What Was Lost. It's honestly really nice. It starts off really good. The way it starts is really nice, and also the type isn't embarrassingly small, so like I feel confident about where this book is going. I forget how long it is. I don't know. Orbit books specifically are just like a mess to me. 693 pages, so that's not bad. But I started it. It's actually really good. The writing is really nice. Don't know why I never went back to it. Really don't. Couldn't tell you. See, this is about to be a running theme. This is going to be a running theme with me in that I stop reading books and then I don't go back to them for absolutely no fucking reason. Okay, so we have to move things now. Oh yeah, also I'm back to annotating the color purple. I got a little bit further within my annotations and things like that. I got renewed to annotate this book because there's a new Color Purple movie coming out with Oprah producing it and everything, so I'm like really excited for that. Halle Bailey is supposed to be in it too, so like I'm really excited. So yeah, we're gonna reread and annotate the Color Purple. Here is my special edition shelf. Well, actually, no, because we need to go to the shelf above it real quick. Okay. So you will be pleased to know that I did finish the Unfrozen Devices trilogy. I actually have been meaning to reread the entire thing recently because I really want to annotate it. However, I have not finished The Mortal Instruments. This actually is not even funny. I literally stopped at City of Lost Souls. And the reason I stopped reading City of Lost Souls is because City of Lost Souls had water damage. Because I put it in my backpack and it rained torrentially. And then it got damaged. So I never finished the Mortal Instruments series. However, I did finish this. And I was very happy that I finished this because it's so good. It's so good. If you don't like the Infernal Devices trilogy, I don't like you. I don't like you. But I never finished the Mortal Instruments. And I don't know why I never went back to it, especially since this is annoying to me. I'm annoying to me because the reason I never reread this is because Clockwork Prince had some damage from getting shipped in the box set, right? It had some bending and things like that. I got a new copy. I haven't reread it. I got a new copy of City Lost Souls. I haven't reread the series. So what's going to have to happen is that I'm going to have to reread both of these series in their entirety just because I procrastinate. I just love making more work for myself, don't I? So on the shelf, I finished the Unwind Dystology. Haven't finished this. Oh God. Okay, so here's my thing. I read Scythe a while ago. I read Scythe maybe 6 years ago. You'd be surprised. I'm 19, by the way. Anyways, so I read Scythe. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy Neil Shusterman in general. Just his take on dystopian, really. I do. And also this was just a really nice concept on what to do. However, here's the thing. When Thunderhead came out, because this was just a standalone at the time I read it. Hold on. Let me make sure actually. Yeah, this came out in 2016. So yeah. I will say I really enjoyed this book. I picked up Thunderhead. I could only get it in hardback. This was before I started caring about the editions I have, really. So I tried to read it. I got halfway through, put it down, never picked it up, and then I had like maybe a 2.5 year reading slump, right? Until I started actually reading again. And this time I became the most pretentious bitch I've ever seen within my book collection. Right? So I decided I wasn't going to reread the series until I had both The Toll and Thunderhead in paperback. I went back and forth a lot, trying to decide whether I wanted to get all of it in hardback or all of it in paperback, but I decided the paperbacks were a little less scary. So yeah, and also they're very floppy. Yeah. But have I gone back to it now that I have those? No. You would be incorrect. And the next series that I haven't finished, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Okay, so here's how this went for me. Right, here's how this went for me. I finished the first 3 books back when it was just a trilogy. Right, back when it was just a trilogy. I was so proud of myself. And then Ransom announced that they would be getting 3 more books. And I was so excited. But then I was mad because a Map of Days didn't match the height. Hold on, let me show you because this is actually really sad. Do you see that? It's literally like not even an inch off, but it still pisses me off. That all of this is literally, anyways, so it made me mad. I don't know why I never started a Map of Days. I really don't. I think it was because I wanted to reread the entire series, reread the first 3 books before going into this. Did I do it? No. Did I do? No, I didn't. Because I don't know why. I really don't. Because I love Ransom Riggs and his writing. I really do. I truly do. And I wanted more of Jacob and his peculiar friend and all of that. But, like, do I know why I didn't start it again? No, I don't. I really don't. All right, let's move on to my special edition shelf. Okay, so first off, I started Jade City. I did. I started Jade City. And honestly, I don't know why I didn't get further in, because, like, I don't know how I was able to stop reading this book. Because it's really good. This book's really good. And Fonda Lee's writing, I would die to write the way Fonda Lee does. I would. I really would. Honestly. I think I got okay, so I think I know why I stopped. Because this book series is for a hardback thing. Originally, the pages were like glued to the spine of this little thing right there, and I didn't want to damage the book any further, because there were, from the previous seller, because the previous seller had only read Jade City, not Jade War or Jade Legacy. There's a little line of where it was creased from where she read it, and honestly, I didn't want to add any more. I was really paranoid, especially since these are like a resale copy. I really did not want to. So I found myself, I didn't realize until a while ago that, most hardbacks don't do that. So what I did is I took like a pin, like a really long pin, and I separated the pages from this thing right here for both Jade City and Jade War, because Jade War also had the problem, but Jade Legacy doesn't, which I found really odd. I'm just going to say that. But yeah, I did that. And so I did that. And then I don't know why I never went back, because like this book series is so good. It's so good. And I just don't know. I don't know why I procrastinated it so much. I really don't. I really need to make like a definitive TBR. I really do. I need to make a list of all of my unread books, all of the books that I need to finish, all of the books, all of those. And just go through it. I really do. Am I going to? Probably not. Priory of the Orange Tree. I started this book. And this book, the first chapter of this book ends like so randomly. It's so funny to me. So here's the thing. I have no excuse to have not finished this book, or A Day of Fallen Night, because I have the audiobooks and I also have the ebooks. I have no excuses. But I made an excuse because I never went back to it. And I don't know why. Oh God, because I'm a pretentious little... Yeah. So I think I'll prefer to read this book, like, I'll prefer to read this book, like, physically, honestly. I think that's what's probably gonna happen. I'm just gonna say that. However, this is going to be a very hefty book. Because this book is how many pages? It is 800. No. Timeline. Oh God. There's a lot of timeline in the back, which I think is nice. This is nice. There's a lot of going on. Oh. So specifically for story, this book is 804 pages. And I'm honestly kind of excited for it, because I know there's supposed to be something going on in here. There has to be. A book cannot be this thick and be bad, right? Okay, right? I really don't know why I never went back to finish it. I really don't. And I have no excuses, because I literally own the audiobook and the ebook for both of them. I use my Audible credits for that. I spent money on the ebooks for that. The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi, something like that. The Gilded Wolves. I got these editions because I like them better than the OGs, because the OGs fucking are disgusting to me anyways. So yeah, I got through the first chapter, right? I don't know why I never went back, really. I didn't even put a bookmark in it. I'm just going to say that. But I do have plans for this. I do have plans. This is going to be this series is going to be a readathon thing. I'm going to do another 48-hour readathon where I read this series because these books are really short, right? And I think it'll be very beneficial for me to read it as is, you know? So I have plans for it. I do. I promise. So let's get into the biggest embarrassment of this video. You already know what I pulled out. A Throne of Glass series. Okay, let me explain myself here before you guys actually have a fucking aneurysm. So I started this book, I started this series in middle school. I found the first book in my middle school library, right? And then I decided I needed my own copies. So I dragged my dad to Barnes & Noble and I bought my own copies. It took me maybe a couple of years to actually collect all of the books, right? Up till Tower of Dawn anyways. And then Kingdom of Ash came out, I read that. And between me collecting these books and Kingdom of Ash coming out, I tried to read the series up to Tower of Dawn 4 separate times. And I never succeeded. You know why? Because I always stopped at Queen of Shadows. And I could never get myself through Empire of Storms. So you know what I did? I used an Audible credit to buy the audiobook for Empire of Storms. And you know what that does? I haven't touched it. It's still sitting there in my Audible library because I haven't had the courage to go back. I'm so close to finishing. It. But you know what? My thing is, this is going to be a project for me next year. I want to reread and annotate all of my Throne of Glass books. I really do. I do. So I'm going to next year. So what's going to happen next year? It's going to take me for fucking ever, but I kind of don't care. I just want to finish this. I want to have it way off my mind. I want to have it living rent free in my mind in its completion, not half part of where it is in my head. Yes, I did. Y'all are gonna be mad at me about this for too, but ACOTAR. So I see the only book in this series I haven't finished is A Court of Frost and Starlight. And here's the thing, I only ever plan on reading A Court of Frost and Starlight. That's it. I'm not going any further. I know ACOTAR 5 is coming out after Crescent City 3 is coming out. After Crescent City 3 will be coming out. But I'm not reading it. I don't care enough, honestly, to read A Court of Silver Flames or ACOTAR 5 that's coming out. So I'm going to finish this off with A Court of Frost and Starlight, and we're gonna leave it there. Especially since the covers aren't going to match. When I tell you that I actually hated that A Court of Silver Flames did not match the rest of my ACOTAR set, I was actually pissed. Because this came after SJM redid all of her covers. And I have all the first edition covers. That's the thing. I have all the first edition covers. All of my books are hardback. These books specifically could literally go for maybe $1,000, $2,000, $4,000 if I really chose to. And someone would be crazy enough to buy them. Someone would be. Because I'm crazy enough to buy them. But yeah, I will have to reread because I've read all the way up to ACOWAR. I have not finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. I have not started it actually, but I would need to reread the entire series for me to get there. You know. So, And I'm honestly not entirely mad about it. I will say that. I'm not really that mad about it. Because I did really enjoy Akatar. I'm just mad that I haven't finished Throne of Glass because Throne of Glass is so good. It's just so good. For a YA series, it's really good. And then the last one, I believe, is not on this shelf. It's on my other one. Let me go. An Ember in the Ashes. An Ember in the Ashes. See, here's the thing. I got up to a Reaper at the Gates. I read that because the series is so good. It is really good. However, a year later after I finished this, A Sky Beyond the Storm came out. And I got it for Christmas. Did I read it then? No, I didn't. It took me 2 years to decide to read it. And then when I decided to read A Sky Beyond the Storm, I understood nothing. Nothing. So that means I'm going to have to reread the entire series just to get there. But that also means that I can annotate it. So I'm not too mad. However, I am mad at myself. I am very mad at myself. Jesus Christ. So, allow us to take a tally. Embarrassingly enough, after tallying all of it, that is 14 different series that I'm in the middle of, that I have not finished. This is bad. That's bad. That's a bad thing. Because overall, that's more than 35 books. I'm ashamed. I'm actually ashamed. That's oh my fucking God. Okay, all right. At least I held myself accountable. Let's start with that. Oh my God, 14 whole series. 14 whole series. That's a mess. I'm a mess. Anyways, that brings this video to an end, you guys. I hope you enjoyed me exposing myself for being the procrastinator that I am. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my content, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. I post weekly on this channel, so don't miss out. Also, if you want to see more of my content, leave me comments down below. What do you want to see from me? What books I should put on my TBR? What books I should move up my TBR? And what you're reading currently, whatever you're doing. I always get really happy when I see your comments. It makes me feel so happy and appreciated. Anyways, guys, I love my little Lumas. Bye!